So I'm going to show you how to install the, I'm calling them the Sideburn. This is actually a replacement unit for the external port on the INEOS Grenadier. So these things, they can come loose, or you don't have them. And this, you can be installed on one that doesn't have it. It look like this. This is the box that's up there. Kind of pre-run this one. So this one's got a rack. I needed to loosen up the 13 millimeters up here. And then I removed all of the T30s. There's 6 of them here. And basically just kind of pivot this thing out, pull it out of the way, rip out of the way. Now this piece here, it's glued on. What you could do is you can just kind of disassemble the top. This thing snaps on. And then this part here is glued on. You're gonna pull the plug out. Then you gotta get underneath here. I've got a little couple of spots where there's tape. You'll kind of see it right here. You just gotta go in there and break loose that tape. It's on there pretty decent, but it will just snap off. So after you remove this piece, get it out of the way, you're gonna prep this area, you're gonna clean it up. Because there is going to be some double stick tape on the back side of it. You're also going to see where this notch goes to here. So basically remove the double stick tape, put that in there. There's 2, I think they're a T15. You can pull those out of the way. And then for the light we're going to be installing, there's a couple of different ports that you can break away as needed. So there's a little breakaway here or a breakaway there, depending on which way you want to run the wire. So get those out of the way. So you'll pull this, you'll prep this area, and then you'll basically just stick this in place. It's gonna be tight, okay? There's not a bunch of room in there, but once you get that in place, you're gonna reinstall this bar here. This one's a bit tricky because I just gotta line it up with those bolts for the roof rack. And then you're gonna tighten these guys down. They don't need to be overly tight. Tighten that down and you're pretty much done at this point. If you want to mount a light, there's a 3/8 24 thread on the top, which is great for like the S2s or the Squadrons or what have you. You can bolt your light in here, and then you just bring your wire, you can bring it this way and pop it into here. So if you're wanting to install a light in here, you'll need to buy the plugs that we sell, the crimp tool, and you'll be able to just plug that in right there and mount your light right here. If your light doesn't have that size bolt, you're gonna have to, get a bolt. But the S2s and the Squadrons will have that size bolt. And as far as installing it on a vehicle that doesn't have these, you shouldn't have an issue. Just where the grommet is, we do offer a grommet, and you'll have this area will be radiused, like the factory one where they don't have the plug. You just have to go in there and drill it out. I think it's a 23 millimeter hole. We do have the grommet that's almost identical to this. So it should be a good sealing grommet, and able you to put wires through there and put your own on. So this will work to replace the existing ones if they're damaged, or change the look, or give you a light mount. Light mount will go right in there, or if you don't have them. So real simple, easy install.